Hello gamers, I hope you're having a great day. And in this video, I'll show you how I clear the Demon's Castle 25th floor, similar to my Cerberus run. I'll discuss my thought process, skill usage, and what skills you should be aware of. Before we start, here's my setup. I start with Maylin, Alicia, then Cha. I've put Maylin up front so she can spam her skills and fill her gauge faster. Next is Alicia. Placing her at the middle makes stacking her passive faster, and also when Maylin uses her ult, she can tag in and release all her buffed skills. Lastly is Cha for additional damage after Alicia is done, and her passive Brand is also very helpful for additional crit stat boost for the entire team. For the artifacts, well, their artifacts didn't change. Whatever they had on the Cerberus run is still the same here. For the shadows, I'll be using Igris for the additional crit chance. You can also use blades here if you prefer the additional attack percent increase. Lastly, for alternatives, you can do a full team of water hunters by replacing Cha with So or Chaeyoung. They will be really helpful, especially on the second boss monster, to cancel its channeling skill that deals absurd damage, but on the expense of a longer battle because you lose Cha's additional crit stat buff and your personal damage output. Alright, let's start this run. This first boss is a bit annoying, especially if you can't freeze it, as it can consistently go invisible. Here's what you need to do. Wait for its first scream animation to be done. Don't even try to throw skills as it's invulnerable in that state. After that, it will go invisible. Take note where it vanished, as it will show up on the same spot. Once it's back, you have a moment to cast your skills. Ready to dodge so you won't be hit when it charges forward. After that, I waited for Maylin's skill 1 so I can use it one more time. The reason for that is when I get to swap for her again later, her ult will be available for use. Then I'll swap with Alicia to have a chance to freeze. The moment it will be frozen for at least one time, its invisible skill will not trigger more often. This will be the time to all in and try to take it down. Luckily, Alicia's skill 1 with 30% chance to freeze actually proc, and we're able to finish it off. Moving on to the next boss, this one starts with a charged skill. If you have So or Chaeyoung, this would be easy to break and cancel it. Unfortunately, we didn't brought them, so all we can do is take the damage head on. We should be fine here as we have Maylin's damage reduction buff. After Maylin ulted, QTE for Alicia is available, that's why we used it immediately, so she can benefit from all Maylin's ultimate buff. I used 2 of her empowered core attacks, then switches to Cha immediately so she can also benefit from the buffs, resulting to taking the second boss down. Next is the third boss. This one absorbs wind damage attacks, so don't bring any wind hunters here. Also be aware of the falling meteors and flamethrower, as it hurts badly and could potentially end your hunters. If you can dodge those, then you should be fine here. Finally is the fourth boss. This one also starts with a channel skill, similar to the second boss we encountered. If you don't have So or Chaeyoung, then make sure to cast Maylin's skill 1 for the damage reduction buff. This boss wasn't able to showcase much of his powers, as Alicia's skills consistently procs the freeze, making it unable to move. However, the list of skills it can use are: first, the flamethrower, which is the same in the third boss. Next is the skill absorption. Similar to the third boss, it will also absorb dark and wind attacks respectively. So don't bring any dark or wind hunters in this run to have more chances of winning. And lastly, it's fire slashes that can knock you back. Ideally, clearing this boss while having the minimum total power you need to be on the final boss, at least having 1 minute and 30 seconds to spare. If not, I'm afraid it will be difficult to clear because the final boss is also tanky and has some disruptive skills that could waste your time. What I can suggest is to level up your artifacts and hunters to maximum and try again with the tips I've given on this video. As always, I wish you luck and success on your future playthroughs. And if this video helped you, kindly leave a like, subscribe, or comment, and let me know what you want to watch on the next video. If you have a friend that could benefit from this, feel free to share it to them. But if you don't want to do any of that, it's perfectly fine too. You watching this video is more than enough. Until the next time, happy gaming!